So Donald Trump's had a really, really bad week in terms of the impeachment proceedings going on in the House of Representatives. Now, it all began on Monday when Ambassador Sondland had to come back and, make some changes to his testimony because he was being threatened with charges of perjury because he lied. So Sondland had to come back and say, you know what? Yeah, I wasn't completely honest. I know I made Trump sound great in my testimony. Truth is, he wasn't. The bad things that you think happened did happen. So that was a very bad day for Trump, and that's how the week started off. And that's why we saw him throughout the week continuously attacking the impeachment hearing, attacking the Democrats, running that ad during the final game of the World Series, trying to get the public to believe that he is the victim in all of this. And then things just continued to get worse throughout the week. Then you had Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vineland, who Republicans spent the first half of this week trashing, even though he's a decorated war hero, won a Purple Heart, the kind of guy that Republicans would love to prop up during their campaigns if he supported them. But now that he's out there saying, yeah, Donald Trump edited or had his people edit the transcript of the call to take out parts about Hunter Biden, Joe Biden, and Burisma Energy, which is what Vineland testified to, then yeah, Republicans suddenly look very bad, not just because they trashed the guy, but because their narrative is quickly falling apart. And then, as they often do for this White House, things continued to get worse as the week progressed. Democrats voted, formalized the impeachment process, laid out how things are going to work, so it took away the Republican talking point that this whole thing is, as Matt Gaetz described it, a kangaroo court from Captain Kangaroo, which never was a thing that was related. But also, folks, John Bolton will be testifying in the coming weeks. Michael Bolton, he's probably not going to be testifying. I don't think he knows anything about this. You had other witnesses who have come forward and said, I'm willing to come and testify, and I'm willing to do it publicly. And things suddenly are piling up for the President of the United States. They're not looking good. The poll numbers are getting worse for him. John Bolton is the guy that knows a lot more. This is one of the reasons he decided he'd had enough from this administration. He's angry, and he's going to testify, and he's probably going to have to testify publicly. Yeah, this is going to get so much worse for the president, and I am so here for that. I don't ever want it to really just become personal. I do respect the rule of law and want the laws to be upheld. And if the president broke the law, let's go through the legal procedure to yada, yada. But at the same time, I'm kind of sick of him. I'm angry, I'm mad, and I do take it personally. And I do want to see him go down, part of me just because it seems like a fun thing to watch happen. Having nothing to do with the rule of law. So yeah, I'll admit a little bit of this is personal, and I know most people watching this feel the same way. We're tired of the MAGA hat wearers on Twitter out there saying, like, you tired of winning yet? Oh, we're going to win in 2024, and then we're going to have Donnie Jr. run, and then Eric run, and then Barron run, then Ivanka run, and we're just going to have Trump for president for the rest of history. Yeah, you know what? You're part of the reason why I do want this to happen so bad. Because I'm sick and tired of you folks. Your unearned arrogance, your poor grammar, all of it. Maybe it'll take at least a little bit of a hit when we finally get to impeach the moron in the White House. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.